Hello and welcome to another episode of the Fact Flashers Real Talk. Now today I'm here at City BJP, Vadodara City BJP President Dr. Vijay Shah's residence, and we're going to have some morning tea with him, and this is going to be a very exclusive episode because we are going to begin 2021 with the local body elections. We have to check where all the parties, including BJP, Congress, now Mr. Rajesh Party, and along with that, OVC has entered on the battlefield as well. We have to check what is happening and how are the parties foreseeing the elections. Good morning, Dr. Shah.
Yeah, morning, madam. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
And I see you're making tea.
Yeah, I'm making tea for you and your friends.
Thank you so much. So we've begun 2021. 2021 has come up with a good news of the vaccine as well.
Yep.
And as far as Vadodara is concerned, we are going to start the year with the local body elections. What are you foreseeing?
Yeah, as a political party, we always feel that our party should get all 76 seats which are getting to be contested for this election, because we have a 19 election ward, and each ward will have 4 wards. So, I mean the 4 seats, so we are going to have 19 by 4, so 76 seats is going to get elected for this election 2021, and we are looking forward to have all 76 seats by the BJP.
How nice. So it's been more than 25 years since BJP has been into power in Vadodara city in particular. So why are people choosing you every year?
One of the major agenda of BJP, and that is about the development of the city. And if you look at the last 25 years of the journey of BJP, you will find that every year we spend not less than 3,000 crore rupees for the development of the city. It could be either as a part of the revenue what we generate from the local people as a property tax and other taxes. It could be as a part of the state government grants, or it could be as a part of the central government grant. But closer to 3,000 crore rupees every year, which comes to about 70,000 crore rupees in the last 25 years, because in earlier year the grant was little lesser, and then over a period of time the grant has increased like 3,000 to 4,000 crore rupees. So the development is a major issue why people choose BJP for local election.
So do you think that Vadodara as a city has been getting all of the facilities, or is developing in the way it deserves to be developed?
I mean, as a city, you always feel that you are getting little lesser than what you are expected to get. But still, as a city, I believe that people are doing almost, I mean, people are always getting what they are expecting as a minimum requirement of the city. So we call the Nagar as a Nal, Gutter and Rasta. So we need to provide them the nice potable water. That is one of the requirement. The another requirement is we are supposed to give them the nice drainage system so that they are not choked up. And we are supposed to give them the nice roads. And these are the 3 major requirements of the people. And I am pretty sure that the people of Baroda are getting this minimum requirement. Because Baroda is little different in a way that we are an educational hub, we are research oriented people, we are Kalanagri. So naturally people have a lot of other expectation. And I am pretty sure that over a period of time we will be in a position to fulfill all of their requirement.
So this time in the Baroda local elections, as a party, Bharatiya Janata Party will be focusing on the local issues or on the national issues?
See, all the local elections are basically for the local issues.
So sir, because you know, every now and then there has been this conversation that BJP usually focuses on the national, national agendas. Do you think that, how true is that? Because the youngsters in particular have always been having this opinion about Vadodara in particular.
See, whenever you have a local election.
Sir. So as we were talking, that this time BJP is going to be contesting based upon the local or the national agendas.
Basically in a local elections, it is always an endeavor from the local, any political party, that we first focus on the local agendas. Then we always talk about the state activities, and then we talk about the central activity. Meaning that when we talk about the city of Baroda, in last 15 days time, we could collect all the work which was done by the local corporator in last 5 years time. So we have compiled everything, and in few days time we'll be out with the compilation of what they have done in the 5 years time.
Right.
That will include the work which was done by the local corporator from their own fund.
Right.
That will include the work which is done by the MLA grant, and that will include the work which is done by the Member of Parliament grant. So in a one specific ward, like I stay in the ward number 12. So in ward number 12, what was done by the 4 corporators which were elected in the last term, 2015 to 2020. How many projects has been done by the local MLAs, and which type of the grant was spent by the Member of Parliament. That we are compiling as a pocket book for the every election ward. At the same time, the state government under the leadership of our Chief Minister Vijay and Deputy Chief Minister Nitin Patel, they have done wonderful work for the state of Gujarat. So we are going to tell people that what was done by the state government and under the leadership of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji.
Right.
The central government has done so many yojana which people of Gujarat and people of Baroda has benefited. So we are going to talk about that also.
Right.
But the focus will be always on the local agendas.
Yeah. Right. Now, so this time in the local body elections, Mr. Rajesh Party has also come onto the battleground, and people are forcing them to be equally powerful, which is said to have good terms with Bharatiya Janata Party. So how do you see that?
See, Rajesh Aire, when he was first the contestant of that area, he was an independent candidate.
Right.
And he fought that election, he could win that election, which is a very small margin, like less than even 50 votes he could get elected. After that, during the tenure of Balubhai Shukla as a Mahamantri,
right,
he joined the BJP. And in 2010, he elected on the BJP seat as a candidate. In 2013 or maybe 2012, a small incident happened in Gotri area. And during that period, it was said that Rajesh was instrumental in making that incident. Over a period of time, the local court, lower court, high court, everybody made him free. But at that point of time, BJP decided that he cannot be a part of the BJP.
Right.
And then he joined another political party, that is RSP. And in 2015 election, he was from the RSP candidate.
Right.
This is 2020, so many things has changed.
Right.
And we are looking forward to have a great association.
Sir, as far as Vadodara city is concerned, when we look at cities like Delhi or say Punjab, Haryana, the youngsters over there, because we recently went to Delhi to cover the farmers' protest, and what we realized is that youngsters over there are very active into politics. They have their say, they have their opinions. But when we look at the youngsters in Baroda, they are not that active or that opinionated about politics. And what is your take on that?
I think that that goes with the culture.
Right.
The North India has a culture of politics, be it at the family, be it at the society, be it at the state, or be it at the central level.
Right.
Every nukkad in North India, UP, Bihar, Haryana, Punjab, you will find people talking about politics. If you go to the western part of the India, it's completely different. Any nukkad in Gujarat, you will find people talking about the business, shares and stock markets, and they are going to talk about the little entertainment.
Right.
Family has a bigger value in western part of Gujarat than any other parts of the India.
Right.
And that could be one of the reasons why even the kids are not interested, because my son studying in 12th and my daughter finished her MBBS. They are not interested in politics.
Right.
My wife has never been to any of my campaign.
Right.
Even when I was elected in 2010 as a standing committee chairman, in 2 years term she never visited my office. And when I'm here as a BJP president, I'm pretty sure that in 3 years term she is not going to make a visit to my president office also. So politics is completely different in northern part of India vis-a-vis the western part of India.
Right. Now, sir, this time when you talk about Baroda in particular, you know, everybody, people who want to contest for the councillors or the corporators, everybody keeps going around saying that, you know, main ticket dilwa dunga, who ticket up this. So what's your take on that? Do you think it's that easy for people to get into the VMC?
See, for city of Vadodara, for the political party like BJP, you don't need to go and meet anyone.
Right.
Your work is always being considered when we decide to give a ticket to anyone in VMC election. You always can tell your aspiration about your political growth, and nothing is wrong about that.
Right.
But at the same time, meeting 100 people, looking for a ticket from any one of them, and finding a right or the wrong way to get the ticket is not going to give you any benefit as a one of the contestants.
Right.
We always look at the Karyakar, and we understand that what Karyakar has done in that area. He may not be completely closer to the BJP, but if he or she is good in social activity, even we consider them as a leader, and then we ask them to join a BJP, or we ask them to get contested on the BJP seat.
Right.
So for us, the Karyakarta who are working with the BJP, we always have a track on them. So we know that who is working closely for the benefit of the party and who is not working. At the same time, we always have a look at the other NGO which are working in the city, and we try to find out the people from the NGO activity who could be a good leader also.
Right. Now, sir, BJP is not just a big party in the city or the state, but in the country, one of the biggest parties. Now, it is said that even in Vadodara city, there have said to be a lot of lobbies inside the party. How far is that true?
See, the lobbies are the integral part of any political party.
Right.
If you have a family of 4 members, it may happen that you have 2 people giving an opinion for something where the 2 people may have a different opinion.
Right.
When in a larger strata, these opinions are called as a lobbies.
And do you think that is affecting the party's decisions
But
in any way?
there is no lobby when it comes to a consensus opinion.
Right.
So, I give you an example of a Nyaya Mandir. 2015, Nyaya Mandir was supposed to become a city museum. Standing committee decided to make it a city museum. 2017 or 2018, the then municipal commissioner Vinod Rao, he sent a proposal to the collector to make it a city museum. We, as a political party and all our 5 elected representatives, we went together to Pradeep Singh Jadeja, and there were consensus opinion. So he agreed, and we are pretty sure that before the election this will be done.
Right.
If you ask them separately, it may happen that all of them could have a different version of using this Nyaya Mandir.
Right.
But when collectively we decided that we need to make it a city museum, then everybody agreed. So everyone could have a different opinion about any project or any activity, but when it comes to a consensus opinion after discussion, then there is no lobby.
Right. Now, my last question will be, Dr. Vijay Shah, as a normal citizen of Baroda, not the president of BJP, how is Dr. Vijay Shah as an individual seeing this or foreseeing the upcoming elections?
See, we are 16 seats lesser than the 76 at this point of time. So we have 59 BJP candidates who won the election last time. This time we are envisaging, and probably this will be an history in the state of Gujarat, that all 76 seats we can win through our new methodology of Page Samiti. The reason being that there are only 4 candidates from the other political party who are winning at the same location for more than 15 years.
Right.
If we can do something to make them lose, then the Baroda Municipal Corporation will be the first corporation in the history of state of Gujarat which will have no opposition candidate in a municipal corporation.
Right.
And that is the mission for the next 2 months.
Right.
And we are working on that.
At the end, to your opposition parties and the leaders, what would be your message?
As the president of BJP, I wish all of them a very happy New Year, the last year was completely different, and this year we wish that with the vaccines, which are going to have free for the first and probably the second round of the taker, we will be in a position to take care of corona. The life will become normal over a period of time, and the city with the new election will have a major development issue. As a party president, I request that all of them should vote for BJP when there is a corporation election. And the next year, similarly in my term, there will be an election for the Legislative Assembly. And I do not know whether you are going to have an interview next year or not.
We will.
So I wish and I request all of them to even vote for the next ML election to the BJP.
Right.
I wish good luck to all of them. Have a healthy and happy life.
Thank you. Vote for BJP is what Dr. Shah has to say for the upcoming elections, and like we said, that 2021 has brought in some good news, one being the coronavirus vaccine that has been approved by the Indian government as well. Now we as a city of Vadodara, are starting the year with the local body elections. Now what we have to see is there are two different parties that have come in on the battlefield as well, apart from the BJP and the Congress. And this time what we have to see is whether the voters of Vadodara, like every year since last 25 years, BJP has been coming into power. The history is going to remain the same. What are the particular points on which they will be, contesting for the elections, and who, as individuals from particular wards, will be coming up into power. With this and a lot more to know about the upcoming elections, make sure that you keep watching the Fact Flash. Thank you, and I would also want to say that thank you for the tea. It was amazing. Thank you.